Well, Hillary Clinton downplaying the FBI's probe into her emails as her top aide, Huma Abedin's lawyer, she actually lawyers up. Could she really be facing jail time over emails found on her husband Anthony Weiner's computer? Here to take a closer look at the case, attorney and former prosecutor Elliot Felig. Nice to see you this morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so what is the most important aspect for her right now as she's meeting with her lawyers behind closed doors? What things are they warning her about?
Well, look, there are two areas of inquiry and two areas of potential concern. As has been the case from the outset, you have the potential mishandling of classified information. People may not realize, even if you're authorized to see classified information, there are incredibly strict guidelines as to how you handle it. You can't email it to yourself. You can't put it on a flash drive and take it home so you can look at it later. You can't even take notes when you look at classified material unless you take proper protocols to safeguard the notes. That's always been a concern with this investigation. Now you have a new line of potential inquiry about perjury because she did sign a statement when she left the State Department under penalty of perjury that she turned over all classified material. Maybe, we don't know, that turns out to be false. She also testified in this deposition with Judicial Watch that she gave up all devices containing emails. That may turn out to be false. However, the one out she has, look, if anybody could walk into a courtroom or a grand jury and plausibly say, I had no idea what my husband was up to with regard to his laptop.
It's her.
It's Huma Abedin.
Which is true. I think most people should sit there shaking their heads. Yes, that guy is a weasel. And so they're on his computer. She says she doesn't know how they got there. But to your point, the mishandling of classified information, we do know that she was forwarding these emails to her Yahoo account.
Right.
On the surface, it sounds like that's illegal.
Right. Look, from the outset, there's been a question of have they had the sufficient intent and the sufficient knowledge. Bottom line, the out she's always had and Hillary Clinton has always had is that only a grand jury can bring charges. Only the Department of Justice can convene a grand jury to hear evidence. And so far, the indications are that the Department of Justice has made a determination they are not going to convene a grand jury to hear evidence in this case.
What about his side of this, Anthony Weiner's side of this?
Right.
Apparently, I mean, if he wants to get out of all of this mess, cooperate with the FBI, get some sort of immunity in all of this, could he end up being the one that brings Huma down again?
Yeah. I mean, theoretically, sure. It's hard to imagine Anthony Weiner being the person that the Department of Justice wants to build a case around and give immunity to. Usually, I mean, you always know when you give immunity to someone, hey, this is going to be a little bit shady because this is someone who has done something wrong. That's why they need immunity. Anthony Weiner probably brings a new level, a new definition to the word shady.
So she had these multiple devices. So she says she turned over all of these devices. It turns out they took another 4 from her house.
Right.
One of them, Anthony Weiner's computer. But what about these other devices?
Sure, that's always a concern. I mean, the defense would be, if I'm her lawyers, I'm saying, look, she gave up all these other devices. Those had troves of emails. What basis would there be for her to intentionally withhold these remaining devices?
Interesting. Fascinating. Well, we're just getting started with this. This could last months and months and months.
Thanks to Anthony Weiner.
Right. Elliot, great to see you this morning. Thanks so much.